So as you pull the weight closer to the body, you're going to be contracting the concentric phase and shortening the muscles. And then as you draw the weight away from you, you're going to be lengthening in that eccentric phase away from the body. First exercise is a lat pull down with a long bar. Make sure that you're anchored to the seat, and you want to think chest nice and puffy. Your hands are placed wider than shoulder width so that when you lower it down, the wrist is relatively stacked right over the elbow. The elbow is pointing down towards the ground. You want to think pulling your lats down your back towards your hips, keeping that chest nice and tall, and then lengthening at the top. Exhale as you draw down, inhale as you come up. Dumbbell Romanian deadlift. You want to think immediately sending the hips back, hinging at the hip, soft knee bend 15 to 20 degrees, head and neck in alignment, slight pinch in the shoulder blades, and dumbbells coming down your sides. Inhale as you lower down, exhale as you drive up, coming up nice and tall, shoulders over the hips. Option here would be to use a barbell, and you want to make sure that you're driving the weight using the legs. And same thing, that bar is going to slide down the legs as the hips hinge back, and you come to pretty much a tabletop position, head and neck in alignment there, and keeping that chest tall on the way up, stacking shoulder over hip. Next up, seated cable row. Use your heels to drive yourself back and set yourself up in position. This is a neutral grip. Chest stays nice and tall. The torso stays stable as you extend the arms away from the body. And then as you draw the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale as you draw back. Inhale as you return. Seated dumbbell incline curls. Palms are facing up. High on the shoulder blades. Head most likely not on the bench, and you are pretty much elbow underneath the shoulder, lower down on the inhale, exhale on the contraction as you draw the dumbbells up towards your shoulders. Single arm dumbbell row, shoulder stacked over wrist, hip over knee, and the hips nice and square. And as you row up, elbow stays close to the body. And you want to make sure that the shoulders are staying nice and square as well. So lower down with control. Inhale, exhale as you drive up, and pretty much a tabletop spine there. Easy bar curl. Palms are facing up in a slightly shoulder width or wider position. Lowering down with control. Chest stays nice and tall. Core braced, soft knees, and curling the bar towards the chest, and then lowering down with control. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. This is a lying leg curl. You also have an option for a seated leg curl. But here, shoulders over elbows, slight extension of the upper spine, and then you're curling the legs towards the glutes, slow and controlled on the lowering phase, and then firing up. Keeping your feet dorsiflexed, leading up with your heels. Next up, reverse flies. That hinge again, sending those hips back, knees bent 15 to 20 degrees, drawing the arms up to shoulder height parallel to the ground, and at the top, squeezing the shoulder blades, keeping the elbows nice and soft, and the torso stabilized, head and neck in alignment, and that slight pinch of the shoulder blades at the top, bracing up that core.